Hi, I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga, and here's a look at what you can expect from the markets today, Thursday, December 19th. At the close of its December policy meeting on Wednesday, the U.S. Federal Reserve announced that it's planning to cut down on its stimulus spending. The bank elected to reduce its $85 billion per month asset purchase program by $10 billion and promised to keep its interest rate low even longer than promised. On Wednesday, Eurozone finance ministers agreed on a system for winding down failing banks, the final piece of the Eurozone's banking union plans. However, EU lawmakers still have to approve the proposal, which could prove to be difficult. After Thailand's prime minister called for snap elections in order to calm the region's crisis, the opposition leader has said that he won't participate in the elections until his demands are met. After the U.S. endorsed the elections, protesters took aim at the U.S. embassy, calling for the current U.S. ambassador to be transferred. Fighting in South Sudan has spread to the northern town of Bor, where government forces have lost control. The reversal has many worried that the country may slide into a civil war, which could potentially disrupt the country's oil fields and impede crude supply. Angela Merkel was sworn in for her third term as German Chancellor on Wednesday. In her inaugural address, Merkel called for a more integrated Europe with more oversight over member nations' economic policies. However, several Eurozone nations are not likely to get on board with Merkel's objectives after years of austerity and sky-high unemployment. Asian markets were mostly higher on Thursday. The Japanese Nikkei gained 1.74%, and Australia's ASX 200 was up by 2.08%. However, China's Shanghai Composite lost 0.95%, and the Hang Seng Index was down by 1.10%. European markets were up across the board. The UK's FTSE was up by 0.84%, and the Eurozone Stock 600 gained 1.36%. The German DAX was up by 1.41%, and France's CAC 40 was up by 1.35%. In commodity markets, energy futures were mixed. Brent futures lost 0.14%, and WTI futures were up by 0.05%. Gold lost 2.57%, and silver was down by 3.81%. Industrial metals were also lower, with copper down 0.84% and zinc down 0.45%. In currency markets, the dollar gained 0.05% against the euro and 0.18% against the pound. However, the American currency lost 0.24% against the yen and 0.07% against the Australian dollar. Thursday's economic calendar will be relatively quiet, with releases including U.S. existing home sales, U.S. initial and continuing jobless claims, British retail sales, and the Eurozone's current account. And that's it for today's Market Primer. I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga. Good luck on your Thursday trades.